The hottest on the scene, gemstones from the dust. Big drop with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beach. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me.
It's week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Dolphins and the Jaguars.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Channing Tindall in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he's pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 39, Lawrence, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They're going to look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 34 yards. And the Jaguars have regained the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Josh Oliver, 32 yards as they have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jacksonville headed back out. We'll get to see Evan Ingram once again. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence buying time to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now,
no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence, his pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a give coming right is Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is a successful one.
Go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Steps away to his left. He's got his tight end, Oliver. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, strike! Hey, check that, street!
On first down, here's Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Davion Taylor coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville.
Let's go now.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
The previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Hamilton drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Come on, Russ. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Davion Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Davion Taylor getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off formally.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence under pressure, and they got to him again. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get her. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get her. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get her. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.